Right, so I've actually got to speak to you this morning about a marketing budget and why I'm always asking clients when I work with them, what is your marketing budget? It's not because I want to know how much money you're going to spend with me, it's because I want to know how realistic you are in your business when it comes to actually coordinating your marketing. So if you're in business, good morning. If you're not in business, good morning. Let me know why you're watching. Let me know where you're watching from. If you got a question for me around branding or marketing, also do let me know. And I am going to be sharing today some tips for you that I know will help you, particularly if you don't yet have a marketing budget. So if you are online now, let me know where you're watching from, and we're going to share some space together this morning, and I'm going to get into my tips. All right, so the first thing I want to say to you is not everybody has a marketing budget. All right, when I started my business, for those of you that don't know my brand too well, I started on £100. all right, when I started my business I had £100 because I had stupidly spent my redundancy money on bills, on a holiday, on all kinds of things, and I hadn't really thought through what I might need to actually be able to run a business. And so I am very passionate about budgeting because I know some people start on zero. I also know some people start with a lot of money, and even with a lot of money, not having a budget is a bit of a boo-boo. So I'm going to share this morning why it's important to have a marketing budget and why it's important to understand the value of having a marketing budget and being organized in your efforts. So if you're watching now, hello, good morning. I'm going to get into some tips real quick. If it's the first time you're seeing me, my name is V Roberts of Insight to Marketing, and I'm just going to park up now so I can concentrate on this particular live because it's an important one, and I can see my little magnet on my new phone charger is moving around a little bit. So let's put that back. Back there. Brilliant. All right, so when it comes to marketing and having a marketing budget, one of the biggest things for me is about forward planning. So having a marketing budget allows you to think ahead. It allows you to be more organized and understand what's coming, right? But also it allows you to look at your business marketing as an investment, because if you haven't yet realized, having a budget is a way to actually, if you spend it right anyway, is a way to get return on investment. And getting return on your investment is a way to actually grow your business. So the first thing I want to say to you is two things. First of all, it helps with organization, it helps with forward planning. It's going to massively help you if you are someone who doesn't have a marketing budget, because you are having to think ahead, right? You're having to think ahead. You're having to really focus on what you're going to be doing task-wise. Secondly, as I said, it should enable you to get return on investment if you can. And my third point, allocate your budget resourcefully. So whether it's staff, whether it's a new program, a new piece of kit, new equipment, whether it is a training course, you doing a marketing budget and outlining what you want is a great way for you to actually see how you're getting return on investment. Okay, because if you spend £50 on a book and the book's of no use to you, you haven't necessarily got any return. If you spend £150 on a course and you make 16 sales, there's a return. So having a marketing budget allows you to, and let me know if any of you can remember, you can put in the comments, allows you to be more organized, allows you to forward plan. Morning everyone. Forward plan, and also allows you to be more resourceful because you're looking at where you're allocating your resources and any return on investment. So good morning, how are you doing? I hope you're all well. Good morning to you. So this is going to be a very brief live. I won't keep you here long. I know some of you are at work and things like that. Another point I want to mention this morning about budgeting is that it actually allows you to pocket your budget, your money that you're spending, into certain tactics. So for example, sometimes we'll blow money. I spoke to one lady yesterday. She said, V, I'm ready for Facebook ads now. And I looked at her page and I thought, well, if I was honest with you and you were working with me, I would tell you that you're actually not ready for Facebook ads for a range of reasons, from your brand and how it's been developed, right through to you not necessarily understanding who your audience are. But I don't like to share too much because sometimes people take it the wrong way or they think you're trying to sell to them. So I said, good luck with the ads. Here's a few pointers about when you're doing the ads and let me know how you get on. So that aside, having a very clear path on what you're doing in terms of online and offline tactics help you organize your budget. So if you know, for example, I'll say to people, you know, what's your budget for marketing? And they'll say, oh, I'm not really sure. But if you know that you were to do a Facebook ad and it blew £600 out of your account, that would be like, then you know already that your marketing budget does not even stretch to £600. So what you want to do when you're setting your marketing budget is think about a number of things. And I'm going to go into these in detail tomorrow evening. All right, tomorrow evening. I'm going to do it about 9 o'clock on my Facebook business page. Depending on when you pick up this video, then you can just check out my Facebook business page. You may catch the replay. But it's really important I drive this message home. You need to understand what you're doing with online and offline, because a lot of us can actually spend a lot of money on tactics that we're not ready yet. How many of us know of someone or have actually done ourselves a website that we didn't need or that went wrong, or printed lots of leaflets that we've never ever used, or gone along to an event and nobody there was interested in our product or service because they weren't actually our customer type. They couldn't afford it, or they just wanted to meet us. They didn't actually want to spend any money. There's lots of spaces and opportunities for us, but as business owners, having a budget allows us to think, forward plan, and also be more organized in how we're actually building our business. And so if you are clear, for example, that you need an outdoor banner, that you need to pay for an exhibition stand, that you might want to get some leaflets, that you might need to pay for some artwork to be designed. These are the kinds of costs that would go into your marketing budget. Can you give me a number 1 in the comments if that just made sense? Because I need more of you to really understand that what I'm sharing here isn't just fluffy talk. This is real. A lot of you are in business and actually wasting money. Good morning. Wasting money in your business because you're trying to do a lot rather than thinking ahead. Rather than actually getting in your mind what your priorities are, being organized. What can I afford? What can I not afford to do? You know, how am I going to do my online versus my offline? How am I going to divvy up my marketing to ensure that you get a return on investment? And, you know, sometimes it's not necessarily even about return in terms of finance. It could just be that spend that you make improves you. So things like training, a book, a program, a workshop. If it's going to help you in your marketing, I'm going to actually say to you, which is a bit political, but include it in your marketing budget, because it's going to help you to understand all of the things you need, if you choose the right course anyway, to move you forward in marketing. So it's really key that you understand how your marketing budget can help you. All right, so I've shared a few pointers this morning. I hope that's helpful. Let me know in the comments, do you have a marketing budget? Because as I said, having a budget allows you to forward plan, allows you to be more organized, allows you to think in advance in terms of what online and offline tactics you're doing. It really does allow you to think about where you're going to show up, because a lot of you are showing up here on Instagram. And if I talk about budget in terms of the non-financial value, you're showing up here every day, hour plus, and an hour plus is actually your time. And your time, if you were working for an employer, would be worth money per hour, right? So think about it logically. When you're setting up a marketing budget, it's not just about the financials. Obviously, that's the priority. That's what's key, because you want to look at the budget and the money spending. But you also want to be remembering that having a budget allows you to think about the way in which you're spending your time as well, because I'm sorry, time is money. You're going to spend 2 hours a week doing free sessions with people. Look at the return you're getting back on that. And I want to just add a final point, and if you found any value today, let me know. Just throw up some emojis or tell me in the comments what point, if any in particular, stuck out with you. But my final point I want to share with you is, and I'm going to go into this into detail probably tomorrow evening, is that you have to understand your funnel, your sales funnel, what I call the relationship funnel. You have to understand your customer journey, where they're going with you, you know, what kinds of things they need from you. When they might connect with you, let's say if they don't know your brand, when they might actually start interacting with your brand, how you might then need them to sign up to your email list or subscribe to your video channel. You need to understand all of the steps in your funnel. And if you don't really know about funnels, I have an entire mini training, if you like, or a little bit of blurb about it, not just on my website, but also on my blog. So if you go to my YouTube page, which I just said was a website, my YouTube page, and just search within my YouTube channel, there's a little magnifying glass. Search for the word funnels and it will come up, right? It's about a 15-minute video. To look for that. But you need to understand what's happening, because, for example, if you produce a lead magnet as part of your marketing plan, if you've got a freebie, as an example, and I'm going to wrap up here, If you're not promoting your freebie enough, if you're working full time, you haven't got time maybe to do the pushing of the lead magnet, you know, the reminding, the automation, then you may realize that at that step of the stage of the sales funnel, you need to actually employ someone or outsource someone to do things for you, or even do a little Facebook ad, right? If you have an event and you've planned the event and maybe you haven't sold enough tickets, yeah? Again, you're looking at what's happening at each step of the sales funnel, plus you're monitoring your stats, what's happened before, to make informed decisions. It might be that because you want to ramp up the promo and the event, you might need a little bit of marketing budget to actually do some Facebook group interaction, to get someone to do some Facebook group interaction, to get someone to go out and flyer local businesses or local households for your event, yeah? So I want you to think about not just these points I've raised with you today, the journey you take your customers through, and the journey that you're on yourself in business in developing your products and services, because sometimes we need that little bit of cash injection, let's be honest, for that course, for that program, for that opportunity that might come up to exhibit somewhere. So it's really important that you have got a marketing budget for all the reasons I've explained today. And as I finish now, I would love for you to just tell me in the comments, do you have a marketing budget? If you watch this on replay, I'd also like you to tell me, do you have a marketing budget? If you do, feel free to share what it is. If you don't, please be encouraged today to set one up, because having a marketing budget can actually put you at an advantage, because you can see what's coming, you can decide to move money around if need be, but also it allows you to invest in your success. All right, I hope you've enjoyed the video today. I'll speak to you soon. And if you've got any questions, remember my hashtag is AskI2M, and you can message me. You can also talk to me via my website. I've got an online chat facility on my website, and you can talk directly to me. It's not like a VA, you're actually talking to me. All right, that's how I've set my business up. And also, if you want to check out my latest events, I've got a 12-week program coming up. I've already sold out on my 6-month program, but if you want to do the 12-week one with me, then we can get your marketing mojo back, get you back on track, look at all these pointers and things that I'm sharing today. We can make sure you're popping at the start of 2020. All right, speak to you soon. Insighttomarketing.com is the website. Bye for now.